Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Morning class. Today we would like to continue our previous material about tell me about yourself or introducing self in different situation. Yeah. Um, First of all, I'm sorry for changing our schedule in this class, and today please study this material from me. Actually, this is the same material as the previous material I sent you in the video, and today we will discuss this, and in the end of this meeting I would like you to practice this introduction yourself, yeah, in different situation. Okay, we start from what is introduction, yeah. I believe that all of you have known about this, yeah. Introduce yourself. Usually in general people will say about name and also maybe their originally, or maybe the other personal information, yeah. For example here, hello, I'm Rebecca, you can call me Becky, for example, yeah. I love to travel to any different places. You can contact me if you have the same passion as me, ya. Ini contoh, jadi perkenalan pada umumnya itu menyebutkan nama, kemudian juga beberapa informasi terkait dengan pribadi seseorang, ya. And now we will discuss about how to introduce yourself in some different situation. Why we talked about this different situation? Because different situation may have different way of introduction, yeah. And we should know that telling about yourself here, if someone asks you tell me about yourself, and then it doesn't mean that you have to tell everything about yourself, yeah. So it depends of the situation. Okay, okay. In this occasion, we will learn about 4 situations in introducing yourself. Firstly is in a job interview, the second in a university interview, and then English exam, and introducing yourself to a new college. For example, you have to introduce yourself in a meeting, and you meet with new people, yeah. So it will be different way in introducing yourself in different situation. Let's talk about them one by one. Firstly, in a job interview, some things you should consider in this introducing self in a job interview. Firstly is you should focus on your professional background, ya. Jadi dalam wawancara pekerjaan itu yang ditekankan harus background profesional Anda, karena memang itu yang informasi yang diperlukan. And then usually the interviewer will pay attention on the content of what you say or what you say. Jadi yang penting adalah apa yang kamu katakan. Biasanya seperti itu. But the most important is you must say it confidently. Jadi yang lebih penting lagi adalah kamu mengatakannya dengan jelas dan percaya diri. You should not say it too long or too short. So you have to consider how long you will talk about yourself, ya. Jangan terlalu lama atau panjang, jangan terlalu pendek juga. Jadi informasinya itu harus fokus, kemudian tidak terlalu panjang. For example, 1 or 2 sentences about your past, 1 or 2 sentences about your current situation, and 1 or 2 sentences about your future. Yeah, and your sentences should be focused and clear. And some expression or phrases you can use in introducing yourself in a job interview. Example here, I'm currently blah blah blah. Yeah, it's followed by what do you do in this time, ya. Jadi apa yang Anda lakukan saat ini, for example. And then my background is in, gitu, tentang background Anda, apa ke kompetensi Anda itu apa. I've been working in here, followed by a name of sector, for example in education or in other sector. And then for here, followed by how long you've been working in that sector. For example, 2 years, gitu. Kemudian I'm looking for a new position in at, itu followed by a name of company or situation. In itu posisinya, jadi apa, di posisi atau bagian apa, at diikuti oleh nama institusi, gitu. And then here is the example. Someone introduce self in a job interview. You can read by yourself, like in the video. Yeah, I'm currently working in HR for Dell. But actually, as you are probably seen in my CV, my background is in graphic design. I've been wanting to get back to graphic design work for some times, and that's why I applied for this position. Ya, HR itu apa sih? Human resource barangkali ya. Ya, jadi maksudnya dia sekarang itu sedang bekerja di sektor human resource untuk Dell. Dell itu nama perusahaan. Ya. Tetapi dia ingin kembali karena backgroundnya graphic design grafis, jadi dia ingin kembali bekerja di sektor desain grafis, sehingga dia melamar ini, posisi saat ini, gitu ya. Contohnya seperti itu. Okay, next, in a university interview, here you can tell about more general information, like your hobby, your interest, your activity or experience you do in the past and present, and about your future plan. And then different contact will be different information, so you can be more flexible here. Jadi bisa lebih fleksibel di sini. You can use the beginning of your sentence with I've always loved bla bla bla. Misalnya I've always loved literature, for example. My best subject throughout school were, for example, apa subjek yang disukai. I'm doing bla 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 next month. I'm hoping itu about your future. Ya, this is the example. You can read by yourself. Ya. And then, this is the example. You can read by yourself. And then the next situation is in an English exam. Here, the information will be more general too, and personal information. For example, like where you originally from, place where you live now, past and current experience, and then your future plan and others. You can use these phrases at the beginning of your sentence, like I'm originally from Canada, for example. I work for followed by name of company, ya. As followed by position. And then I'm interested in blah blah blah. I'm thinking about followed by verb ing. Don't forget, ya. For example, about changing my profession, for example. And then this is the example. Yeah, you can read by yourself, and then you may practice with your own words. And then the last situation is in a meeting with a new college. Here maybe you are at the first time meet with a new person. So because this is in the work environment too, so you have to focus on your professional background at first, and then use a more conversational tone. Maksudnya di sini gunakan tone bicara itu yang lebih conversational, karena Anda memperkenalkan diri dengan orang baru, jadi yang lebih lebih ramah begitu ya. Jadi ada mengatakan tentang background profesional, tetapi juga seperti menyapa begitu. You may use expression like my name is, my background is, and then I start my career as, misalnya itu telling about your past, and then I'm still finding my feet and bla bla bla. Kemudian dilanjutkan dengan conversation yang lain, yang itu adalah membuka komunikasi antara Anda dengan orang baru, ya. Di sini ada I'm still finding my feet. This is an idiom. Maybe you know what's the meaning of finding my feet. Oke, nanti kita bahas. This is the example about introducing yourself in a meeting with new people. Yeah, new college. Yeah, you can read by yourself. Yeah. And about the idiom, you find in the last section, find your feet. The meaning of find your feet it means that you are still adjusting and getting used to the new environment. When a people come to the new environment, and then he still find out what happened and how's the situation in the new environment, and then it can be said that he find his feet. Yeah, if you and then you find your feet, gitu ya. Itu idiom. Jadi find your feet itu artinya dia sedang mempelajari sesuatu yang baru gitu ya. Ya, okay. Thank you for your attention, and then for any discussion you can chat in our WhatsApp group. Please practice by your own words using some phrases we discussed before, and share your practice using voice chat in our group, ya. You may use voice chat, yeah, for your practice. And thank you very much for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. And don't forget, yeah, about this practice. You imagine about one of situation you choose. For example, I choose the last situation. I introduce myself in a meeting with a new college, and then I imagine that I am a new person in that meeting, and then I introduce myself in that meeting. Ya, misalnya saya memilih yang situasi terakhir, kemudian saya mempraktekkan seolah-olah saya itu adalah orang yang memperkenalkan diri di depan orang yang masih baru kita temui di dalam pekerjaan baru kita, begitu. Atau mungkin situasi yang lain dalam job interview atau apa. Jadi silahkan Anda seolah-olah seperti itu, kemudian mempraktekannya. Nanti silahkan di share di WhatsApp grup kita menggunakan voice chat ya. Thank you very much. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.